This was the moment that tarred the Spanish women's football team winning the World Cup. You saw there Spanish Football Federation President Luis Rubiales kissing Jenny Hermoso, the captain of the Spanish women's team. Hermoso said it was non-consensual, and it rightly launched an international debate on sexism. For a number of weeks, Rubiales defied calls from across the sporting world to quit, but earlier this week, he conceded to the inevitable in an exclusive interview with Piers Morgan.
You've come under ferocious pressure for 3 weeks now, on you, on your family. It's been very difficult for your daughters, they're young girls. I can only imagine as a father myself, I have a daughter who's around the age of one of your girls. Incredibly difficult. There comes a point, perhaps, when the pressure is just so relentless that you do think about what you should do with yourself and your future. Many people think you should resign as president. What are you going to do?
I love so much my daughters, and they love me so much. I'm very happy, and I'm very proud of them. Very proud of them. They are very near to me. About my resignation, yes, I'm going to do.
You're going to resign?
Yeah, I'm going to. Yes, because I cannot continue my work.
What was the final moment for you? Was it talking to your family, your dad perhaps?
Yeah, my father, my daughters, I spoke with them. It's not, they know it's not a question about me, and some friends very close to me. And they say to me, Luis, now you have to focus in your dignity and to continue your life, because if not, probably you are going to damage people you love, the sport you love, and the bit you built with some people long time ago. Now it's very near the resolution next September, in 1 year. Then when someone is not thinking only about himself, because I had to support a lot these 3 weeks, but it's more a question of not only me. And then an attitude of me can affect third parties, very important. And this is in this situation now, the more intelligent and the thing I had to do.
A real softball interview, like a guy who's completely disgraced himself, just let's have a nice chat. And Rubiales may have quit as the president of the Spanish Football Federation, but that resignation didn't come with an apology to Jenny Hermoso. And the Spanish team have made clear they will continue their boycott of national games. In total, 37 players are refusing to be called up for the Spanish women's team. Jenny Hermoso is also pursuing a court case against Rubiales, with Spanish prosecutors charging him with sexual assault and coercion. The second charge is because Hermoso says Rubiales pressured her to come to his defense in the days after the kiss. They basically said, can you please come out and say it was consensual, when she was saying it was not consensual. Completely disgraceful behavior. That's now resulted in a court placing a restraining order on the former football president, banning him from going within 200 meters of Hermoso. Rubiales is also not allowed to contact Hermoso while the court's investigation into the case continues. Appearing in court, Rubiales denied he had sexually assaulted Hermoso, but Hermoso's lawyers insisted that the kiss was non-consensual. Speaking outside of court, Hermoso's lawyer said, we can say precisely that thanks to these images and thanks to social change and changes in the law, we can show that Mr. Rubiales had a complete lack of consent. The change to the law mentioned there is a reference to a recent piece of Spanish legislation. Under the so-called only yes means yes law, a non-consensual kiss can now be considered sexual assault by Spanish courts. If the case goes to trial and Rubiales is found guilty, he could face a fine or even jail. The initial kiss was disgraceful, but I mean, the way this guy has behaved afterwards, I mean, talk about being in a hole and continuing to keep on digging.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's clearly behaved appallingly, both during and after, rather, and has shown no signs of contrition at all, despite the fact there does seem to be, in general, a kind of consensus in most places that what happened was wrong. The fact that he won't even admit fault, right? He won't even admit any fault in this one, is something that I find, quite frankly, ridiculous, to the point at which he's having these softball interviews with Piers Morgan trying to defend himself, reminiscent of Piers Morgan being softball with Trump all those years ago. completely dismayed at the line that he's taken on this, so much so to the point at which it seems almost to the point of parody, where he has to have a restraining order against him because of his insistence that Hermosa should come to his defense somehow, given that she has already publicly said that it was non-consensual, and he still insists. I find it quite remarkable, really and truly.